So this is the big one, guys. Welcome back to another video. Manchester City welcome Arsenal to the Eithad Stadium in a massive Premier League game. Arguably the biggest of the season so far, and arguably our biggest test of our title credentials in yet another title race. It's going to be a tantalising game of football, and I'm already very nervous about how this will unfold. It feels like a lifetime ago since we watched Manchester City in action. Of course, we're off the back of a devastating international break. We'll get onto that in a little bit more detail, I'm sure, soon. But City are back in action, and this could be a game that very much defines our season, and I cannot wait to watch it. Hopefully with you guys tomorrow. I am streaming my watch along on a brand new platform tomorrow that I'm working closely alongside with at the moment, called Tifo. Not the Tifo that you know, a very different Tifo. The link is in the description below, and it's a brand new home of watch alongs, loads of new features, including a feature tomorrow where you can join me for a live chat during the game, like the fan view live basically. If you want to jump on and join and chat to me during the game tomorrow, join me for the watch along over on Tifo. You can have your say, you can have a chat, it'll be good fun, help support my channel. Come and join me over on Tifo tomorrow. Click the link in the description, sign up, and I can't wait to see you there tomorrow. It should be an awful lot of fun. It is invite only, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. I can't wait for it. So let's talk about this game and the importance of it. It's absolutely huge. There is no denying it. Currently, of course, City 1 point off the top in the title race. Liverpool could be top by the time City play. They're playing before City. All they need is a point to go top of the table, of course. They're currently level with Arsenal. We're 1 point behind them both. And there's no denying the enormity of this game. Win it, I'll feel confident we're going to win the league. Lose it, I'll feel confident we're not going to win the league. It's as simple as that. It really is simple as that. Draw it, I don't know where that leaves us. I really don't know. Maybe it leaves us in a good spot. But there's no denying that the momentum that either team could carry from this could be enough to get them over the line. Arsenal have been absolutely phenomenal. They've won every single game in 2024. They're a much sturdier team. There's no denying that the experience, of Havertz and Declan Rice coming into this team. Rice in particular has made them a much more tough, experienced side. They already had a really good defensive line, but the likes of Ben White in his best form in ages, Saliba, Gabriel, been excellent. And obviously the wall that Declan Rice has put up in front of that defence has just made him a little bit more steely, and they play with a lot more focus and maturity than they previously had. This seems like even maybe not quite as flamboyant as last season, and statistically they are below where they were in terms of the points tally. They're a more well-rounded side, and they're more adaptable. And I think it's fair to say that they had a patch where they had like 1 win in 7 or something like that a few months back, but they bounced back so wonderfully. And once again, they've won 8 games in a row in the Premier League. They look so ready. And of course, they've had the better of us this season. They beat us early on. They also drew and then beat us in the Community Shield. So they are in a very good spot, and we are absolutely feeling a bit of pressure here. I can't deny that. Now, the bad news for us is it looks like Kyle Walker could be out for a while, and John Stones could be out for a while. Akanji is going to be okay, but Walker could be out for a lot of this run-in. Likewise, John Stones. We don't know the full extent yet. Of course, Grealish is back. Kevin De Bruyne will be available. There's been no update on Mateus Nunes. I think he's going to be okay. But we are absolutely missing players. We're missing players. There's no denying that the absence of Kyle Walker and John Stones is a blow. The defence still will look pretty decent, but this is a massive blow in a game that is going to be momentous. Now, of course, the only good thing is that we're at the Eithad Stadium. We're unbeaten in 16 months, I think it is. I think it was Brentford back in 2022 was the last team to beat us here. We are remarkably good at home. That's not to say Arsenal can't beat us, but that home record is absolutely imperious. It's astonishingly good. And of course, we've got Rodri, who's been unbeaten for a year now at Manchester City. It's a really, really impressive record, and I'm hopeful that this record and the size of this game will be enough to get City through it. So when you think about the potential lineup, look, Ederson should be available. Guardiola said he's feeling much better. I suspect if Ederson's available, Ederson's going to start in goal. Ederson is a fantastic keeper. Ortega, arguably the better shot stopper, probably is. But I think it's fair to say that the way that Arsenal press and the consistency they've got, it's going to be a game for Ederson's passing range, a game for his composure. But either way, if Ortega starts, I'm totally relaxed about that. I think they're both top-class keepers. Strengths in different areas, arguably, but both more than good enough to be the potential first choice for a team as good as Manchester City Football Club. I think we're going to see a back line of Akanji at right back. Akanji can play there. Of course, Akanji excellent at times last season in the running. He benched Kyle Walker at one point. Walker, of course, imperious against Vinicius Junior and so on against Real Madrid. But Akanji was at the right back for a large part of it. Bayern Munich was excellent there. And I think it's going to be Akanji. I think we'll see Ruben Diaz with Ake alongside him, and then Josko Vardio will probably play at left back. There's a potential maybe Rico Lewis could get a start at right back, but I think it's going to be Josko Vardio there, and Ake will be alongside Diaz. People will always ask about Vardio potentially playing centre back, but I think it's going to be Ake there, because I think Guardiola trusts Ake's experience there right now. Saka could be a reason that Vardio plays centre back and Ake plays left back, but I don't see it personally. In midfield, what I want to see and what Guardiola wants to do are very probably different. I'm torn for a few options. One part of me is saying Bernardo Silva alongside Rodri with De Bruyne ahead of them. That three is so experienced, so brilliant. And then you could have Phil Foden on the right, Doku or Grealish on the left, and Haaland through the middle. The other part of me is saying I want to see Kovacic alongside Rodri. Kovacic and Rodri is such a balanced, beautifully balanced pairing, you know? But then you got Bernardo Silva or Phil Foden would be on the right. If Kovacic is there, it means Bernardo Silva is on the right, which means where do you put Phil Foden? Because De Bruyne is going to play at that 10. Do you put Phil Foden on the left all of a sudden, you know? And then do you put Haaland through the middle? I think it could be Silva and Rodri. I think Doku's got a chance to start, you know. I think he might start on the left. I thought he was really good the other day in City's last game. I think Doku might actually get a start at home with the Etihad. I think Guardiola will get Doku running at Ben White with something to prove a little bit. I think his form could upturn. I think we're going to see that. It's very hard to call. At the same time, the call for Jack Grealish's composure could be absolutely crucial in a game of this magnitude, you know. Look, if we cast our minds back to Man City versus Arsenal last season, I'm getting it up in front of me right now, and look how he lined up. 4-1 that day. Grealish was playing on the left, Bernardo was playing on the right. You had De Bruyne, Rodri, Haaland. The odd man out, 𝙏𝙬𝙞𝙩𝙚. Could that now instead be, you know, Kovacic or Phil Foden? That day we had Akanji at left back with Diaz, Stones and Walker. I'm expecting a team very similar. So last season it was Ederson, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Rodri, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo, Haaland, Grealish. Most of that can start now, but it'd be Josko and one of Foden or Kovacic potentially if Grealish starts. I'm relaxed with the options there. I think we've got more than enough. Arsenal, we have to take them very seriously. I'm expecting a team with something like Raya, maybe Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. Will Zinchenko start? I mean, let's look at who's been starting, you know, at left back for Arsenal recently. Against Porto when they got the 1-0 win at home, it was Kivo was starting at left back. Zinchenko's not been in his best form. Against Brentford at home, once again, Kivo has been starting left back there. I think it may be that. I'm expecting personally maybe Jorginho and Declan Rice alongside Odegaard, something like that. Jorginho's experience, you know, his composure on the ball, Odegaard, of course, and Rice, very experienced, brilliant players too. I think that'll be enough for them. And currently, like, Havertz is sort of playing as a quasi kind of false nine striker for them. I think he'll play. He's got goals recently. I think it'll be him. Saka, of course. I think Martinelli will pass the fitness test for them. Arsenal are fantastic right now. They really are. Like, they're so organised. They're so structured. Maybe not quite sparkling as last season, but it reminds me. Last season reminded me of the 17-18 Man City. This season reminds me a bit of the 18-19 Man City for Arsenal, where they're maybe not quite as sparkling, but they're more defensively stubborn and strong, and that could be enough for them. There's no denying the magnitude of this game. It's going to be huge. City, of course, have got plenty to prove. Their form hasn't been excellent yet. We are still potentially on for a treble. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that is the wonderful mixed messages of Manchester City this season. We are apparently not having a great season, but we're 1 point off Arsenal, Liverpool, who are apparently flying. We're in the quarterfinals, of course, of the Champions League. FA Cup, we're doing really well yet again. We're in a very good position, but this game tomorrow is going to be absolutely massive. I just trust City at the Etihad. My heart is saying Man City are going to win tomorrow 2-1. De Bruyne is going to step up. Foden's going to step up. Haaland's going to be aggressive and brilliant, and Rodri's going to have the kind of game that we remember, in many years from now. At the same time, my head says maybe 1-1. They are going to score. It's going to be tough. It's going to be defensive. It's going to be stubborn. I don't know. But that home record is astounding. 16 months unbeaten. I can't see us losing. I may be wrong there, but if we do, fair play to Arsenal. I'm sure it'll be justified. I just don't want to lose via some dodginess, some stupid decision. I want City to put their best foot forward tomorrow and be brilliant, be excellent, and show that this title race is very much ours for the taking. We win, I think the spoils will be with the victor, the Premier League spoils. If we don't, who knows? We'll see. Guys, let me know down in the comments below what you make of it. Don't forget my watch along tomorrow. Click link in the description. It's a brand new platform. I want your support over there if you don't mind. It's fantastic. It's so clean. It's so nice. It's developing as well. That's the beauty of Tifo over there. Check it out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And tomorrow, I'll be live on Tifo, then be live with the match reaction straight after the game. And hopefully, be happy, Stephen. In a bit, come on, you Blues. Bye-bye.